You're listening to Weight Loss for Life Coaches, Episode 1, with Certified Life and Weight Loss Coach, Paige Bowman.
Welcome to Weight Loss for Life Coaches, the weekly podcast for coaches who are growing their coaching business and on their weight loss journey. Each week, we'll be tackling why weight loss feels hard and how to make hitting your weight loss goal the simplest thing you do all day. This podcast has been in my brain for a while, and it is finally time to get out of my brain and into your hands so you can have a weight loss journey full of ease. And so that weight loss can be the simplest thing you do all day. We're going to start with the basics in this first episode. What is simple weight loss? Because you're growing your 5, 6, and 7-figure coaching business, and you want to do both. You want to grow your business and have your dream body, to stop overeating and be done with emotional eating. And you don't want to have to wait. You don't want to have to slow down in your business to hit your weight loss goal. And you don't want to have to wait until your business is going slower for you to then hit your weight loss goal, which for some of us may never be the case. Growing a business and losing weight are not mutually exclusive. This first episode is for you because you need a weight loss journey so simple that you can grow your business and be on your way towards your weight loss goal. We're going to start with what simple weight loss is not. And feel free to take a drink of water every time I say simple. Simple weight loss is not a diet, an exercise plan, or a restriction plan. Simple weight loss has 2 filters, doable and maintainable. So when you take a look at diets, they might be doable, but they're not maintainable. You may have lost weight on a specific diet over the couple of last decades of the different kinds of diets that people have thrown at us. It might have been doable for a period of time, and you might have lost weight this way, but you didn't keep it off. It wasn't maintainable to eat that way. An exercise plan may be doable, but also may not be doable for where you are right now. And it may not be maintainable to have to work out 5 or 6 times a week for an hour at a time to keep your weight down. And a restriction plan may be simple. It may be doable for now, similar to a diet, but it may not be maintainable if you're not willing to not eat certain foods for the rest of your life. Simple weight loss for life coaches is weight loss that you maintain. We are not in the business of losing weight to gain it back again. So simple weight loss is not diets that you only do for a small period of time or exercise plans that you only do for a period of your life. Simple weight loss is doable so that you can do it while you grow your business, and it's maintainable so you can keep the weight off for as long as you want to. Now let's break down doable and maintainable. Simple weight loss is losing weight in a way that's doable while you're building and growing your business. So what makes weight loss doable? Well, one of my special skills that I bring to the table with my clients is helping them recognize and acknowledge what skills they're already bringing to the table. When you take a look at all the times you've gone on diets or even have followed restriction plans or excessive exercise plans to lose weight, you built skills and you learn things that are going to be helpful for when you do keep the weight off. I have this motto. I don't know where I learned it. I don't know if I made it up, but it's that you can never unlearn what you've already learned. So when you think about your past, the times when you lost weight, even if you gained the weight back, think about what you already have learned, what skills you already built and maybe continue to do, what habits you may have already built and continue to live by, and what maybe beliefs you have about food in your body that you have already started to work on and that do serve you right now. What we're doing is we're building a foundation from the things that you already know by looking within. Simple weight loss is doable because we're looking within first rather than going out and seeking new knowledge or information from others. It has you looking within first and foremost to acknowledge what you already know versus looking outside for your answers. Doable weight loss has you choosing one new skill, belief, or habit at a time to work on. So this goes on top of your foundation of what you are already bringing to the table. I tell my clients all the time, there will be plenty of time to work on all the skills you want to build, all the habits you want to start creating and have in your life, for all the beliefs you want to have about yourself, about your body, about your emotions, about your relationship with food. There's plenty of time to work on all those things. But simple weight loss means it's doable. And that means we pick one skill or belief or habit at a time to work on. The next piece of doable weight loss is being in it's done energy. When you are in it's done energy, what that looks like is you are believing that you will hit your goal. It's done. It's pretty simple. I will be this weight in 3 years. I will lose 5 pounds in 2 months. It's done. And when you're in it's done energy, it's so much easier to pick the one thing you're going to work on and let yourself be working on just the one thing at a time. Doable weight loss means you're not forcing yourself to work on everything right now. This is minimizing the energy that this journey is taking. I had a client recently who came to me and told me all the things that she needs to work on to be at her weight loss journey, but it was so overwhelming that she wasn't getting started on any of it. When we're in it's done energy, we know we'll get to our goal. We get to slow down and pick one thing at a time because then we know we'll get started. The other important piece to this doable weight loss, is that if you know you'll get to your goal and you know you're giving yourself plenty of time and space to get there, to learn the new skills, to learn the new beliefs, and to start implementing those new habits, you know that you'll have plenty of time to work on these skills throughout your journey. So for example, one of my basic tools is the 3 super simple steps to losing weight. You plan your food ahead of time, write it down, and honor your food plan. This is just one of a few of the basic skills I work on. But if you think about, say, your weight loss journey in 2022, and for the first month or 2, you'll work on the 3 super simple steps. And then you've gotten yourself to a place where you're pretty good at that. And the next couple of months, you focus on hunger, paying attention to your body, when it tells you it's hungry and when it tells you it's done and it's full. And then maybe for another couple of months, you go back to the 3 super simple steps and you work on that skill again. In this way, your journey is non-hustly and full of ease because you know your goal is done. So you're allowing yourself to work on one thing at a time and not forcing yourself to have to learn everything right away, which means you'll get started. Let's talk about the other filter. Remember, simple weight loss is doable and maintainable. Simple weight loss is losing weight in a way that has you maintaining that weight loss for life, for as long as you want to keep the weight off. So what makes weight loss maintainable? By working through old programming around food, emotions, and your body, and then changing those beliefs. So if you think about, imagine for a second with me that you're in an office building or that you're just in an office and there's like in this corner of the office, there's this closet that no one ever goes to. It's dark. The lights, one of those lights called fluorescent lights are flickering, and it's got a couple of filing cabinets in it. And in the filing cabinets are pretty important papers, but no one really goes to them. Like the business is running off of those important papers. Of course, we need those things in a business, but no one goes and takes a look at them, that no one goes to that closet. It's not a fun place to be, but it's there. This is similar to the way the brain works. We learn things as we grow up and get older that we live off of, but we don't go back and take a look at what those beliefs are. So you have old programming and old beliefs around food, around feeling your emotions or not feeling them, and around your body that you may not even realize you're living off of on a daily basis. So the part of weight loss that is maintainable is the part where you take a look at those old beliefs, that old programming, and then you do the work of changing the ones that aren't serving you. This is where mindset work and coaching is super powerful. The way that you help your clients become aware of what's going on in their brain, the way that they're living off of old programming in their lives, it's the same thing you can do here for yourself on your weight loss journey. You're shining the light on unconscious beliefs that aren't serving you. And I always like to say, it's good to know. Let's go to that dark corner of the office where those old filing cabinets are. Let's turn the light on, maybe even change those blinky fluorescent lights. Take a look at those old files, that old programming, and say, okay, good to know. That's the awareness part that has weight loss being maintainable, because the next part is changing those old programming, those old beliefs that aren't serving you. Changing your self-concept around food, emotions, and your body, even your thought patterns. I'm personally doing this right now around my body. I have some old beliefs about smaller bodies that come from culture and society and where I grew up, things that I picked up and just started believing and I put in my filing cabinets that I've never really taken a look at. On my weight loss journey, or my journey in general, I'm doing some work on bringing to light these thoughts about my thoughts about bodies that haven't been serving me, deciding the ones that I no longer want to believe anymore and letting those go, giving them back to society and to culture, and just like being done with those. And then choosing the ones that I want to fill my filing cabinet up with. In this way, you're changing your fundamental beliefs that you'll be then moving forward with unconsciously. The last piece to maintainable weight loss is making realistic changes in your habits so that they become the norm. Not just making changes because a diet told you not to eat this for 12 weeks. Not just doing a habit because it sounds good because it's the New Year's, but making realistic changes which might look different along your journey, but being honest with yourself about what you're willing to do or not do right now, and then taking a look at that every couple of months or so. In this way, we're having you lose weight in a way that has you keeping it off. I never have my clients make any changes they're not willing to really work on and implement and do for the next couple of years. Either we put it off until they become ready or they get on board, or it's just not something that is a part of their journey. We want you losing weight in a way that is maintainable so that you keep it off for the rest of your life, for as long as you want the weight to be off. Remember that simple weight loss has two filters: doable and sustainable or maintainable. If you have a goal to lose weight in 2022, then do it the simple way. Use those two filters in whatever you decide to do. Is it doable and is it maintainable? I challenge you to question if you're willing to do this. Why or why not? Ask yourself in your next time of self-coaching or reflection, am I willing to do this the simple way? Why or why not? Why would I do it any other way? What would hold me back? And how could this be the most powerful thing for myself, my body, my business, and my life? If you want a set of skills that will help you start out this simple weight loss journey, as long as you're on board and you're willing, and that meets those two filters, doable and maintainable, I would highly recommend checking out my 3 super simple steps. I said it earlier in the episode, and I'll say it again. It's as simple as making a food plan ahead of time. Whether it's the day before or the morning of, make that food plan. Write it down. Don't just leave it in your head. Put it in a note in your phone, in an Evernote or some application like that. Write it on an index card or buy yourself a pretty fancy food journal and write it in there. And then the third step is to honor the plan. Do the plan. Follow it. Let this be the one thing that you work on right now, because sneakily I'm having you build some super doable and maintainable skills that will make weight loss a done deal. These 3 super simple steps are a tool I use myself and with my clients because it has you working on the skill of using your prefrontal cortex to make decisions ahead of time and no longer negotiating with the primal brain that wants you changing your plans right before you do them. And they take just 1 to 2 minutes to do. If you want to learn more about the 3 super simple steps, go check out my Instagram page at Life Coach Page B, where I share about them all the time. There are so many posts on the 3 super simple steps. I would love for you to take these 3 steps and let them be the first thing you work on your simple weight loss journey. And if you're listening to this real time, in January, I'm sharing my food plan with you every day and talking about my experience as I work on this one skill. I'm sharing it with you on my stories on my Instagram, which again is at Life Coach Page B, and you can check that out. I'm sharing with you the things that I'm working on and I'm learning, how I redirect myself, and my wins. Thank you for listening to this first episode of the Weight Loss for Life Coaches podcast. Stay tuned for more on simple weight loss because Weight Loss for Life Coaches is about simplicity and ease, and I want that for you while you're growing your coaching business. It's my mission for every life coach to know who wants to lose weight that she doesn't have to put that journey off if she doesn't want to. Growing your business doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your dreams for your body and your relationship with food and yourself. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. Share it for others to learn from as well. And you can always send me a message on Instagram at Life Coach Page B and let me know what you think and what you'd like to hear more of in the future. That's it for episode 1. See y'all next week.